When it comes to pet food, what's stopping pet owners from making foods themselves? Going to the market and choosing a variety of proteins to feed. Knowing each and every source you feed your dog or cat. In a world where everything is made to seem more complicated than necessary, there is a company helping to make things easier, providing the opportunity for you to control your pet's health without processed food.
I'm Wendy Shanken-Cohen. I'm the president of Dr. Harvey's, and we challenge every pet parent to take control of their pet's health and nutrition.
Since the launch of pet food worldwide, consumers have been asking questions about companies and who they can trust. The Talk to Us campaign is a campaign to help consumers with this question. What companies are making more species-appropriate foods commercially? Who are these companies? How are they making their foods? Most often, pet foods are made in total secrecy. It's time to lift that veil.
So Dr. Harvey's has been around for over 30 years. It started with an idea, and there actually is a Dr. Harvey.
Yes, there really is a Dr. Harvey, and people generally are really surprised. They generally think he's a fictional character.
He started as a human practitioner in New York and always loved animals.
I had 2 basset hounds, and we always made their foods. And everybody who saw it used to tease me that they're eating better than they were.
People started coming to him and saying, my dog is sick. And he really began at that point, 30 years ago, looking into pet nutrition and realizing that what we were offering our pets as pet food was really actually very harmful to their health.
Getting pet owners to be more proactive in their pet's health is a major goal of Dr. Harvey's.
With the advent of freeze drying and dehydration, we realized that we could provide a base for people that would give them the vegetables, the herbs, all of the things that they needed to make a base for their pet food. And then we taught them to purchase their own protein so they could give a variety of proteins to their dogs and cats and add it to the mixes that we were giving them and make a fresh whole meal.
Dr. Harvey's allows consumers the choice of whether they wish to feed raw or lightly cooked proteins to their pets, or a variety of both methods. For consumers who have issues trusting marketing claims of many pet food companies, purchasing your own protein eliminates that specific trust issue. The consumer has the ability to solidify their education in these matters and purchase the exact proteins that fit into their ethical standards and price budgets. Dr. Harvey's is mainly geared towards consumers who want to home cook or make their own raw diets, but lack the time to balance and measure, and consumers who have special needs, but do not want to rely on the heavily processed and expensive diets that the industry offers, as well as consumers who do not trust this industry's idea of natural and balance and want to control this process themselves. Another important fact about Dr. Harvey's is that they speak directly to consumers and retailers, providing individualized guidance.
It's really unfortunate how far we've come from nature. In the 50s, they started to tell women, don't nurse your baby. You can give your baby this formula that we've made, this synthetic, scientifically made formula, and it's just as good as breast milk. Of course, we know today that there's no substitute for breast milk, but in the 50s, it was modern for women to bottle feed. Women had to go to work, and we lost so much about what was natural and the way that babies had been fed from the beginning of time. And it's true with animals as well. The whole commercialization of pet food has taken us away from how nature intended animals to be fed. And it couldn't be further from what animals actually need to thrive.
So we are in Atlantic Highlands, and I've lived here almost my whole life. We actually live in this town, the same town that our manufacturing plant is.
My sons have been involved since they were born, really. And we started taking them to trade shows in snugglies and strollers. And I wonderful pictures of them falling asleep in the back of the booth.
It's very easy to take advantage of a system or go along with the normal, even if it's wrong. And my family doesn't do that.
Being in a family business, it's definitely sort of all of the above. It's fun, it's crazy, but we all love each other and really pull together when we want to do something. I feel like when we put our minds to it, we can really accomplish anything.
Welcome to our facility. This is Dr. Harvey. This is where all the magic happens. And what happens here is that each ingredient is added per the recipe. Everything is measured, everything is scanned, so we know exactly what's going into each batch.
When our raw materials and our raw ingredients actually get to the facility, everything is uniquely identified with its own barcode and unique identifier, so that when we're using the ingredients, we can actually scan every single ingredient into what batch we're making.
Everything is weighed and put into batches, and then it's mixed, and then it's weighed again as it's bagged, so that we know exactly what's going into each bag.
This process of scanning every ingredient into each batch, and as it moves through our facility, what batch went into what bag, product that's being made, is called traceability. In the rare occurrence that there was an issue with any of the ingredients or any of the product quality, if it's not up to our standards, we can contact the customer within a matter of seconds.
We source all of our ingredients very, very particularly, and we use no chemicals, no additives, nothing synthetic at all. Everything is made fresh, and everything is shipped the day that we make it.
The company has faced issues with sourcing, sometimes running out of ingredients.
We only have a few people that we trust to get certain ingredients, and if we run out of that ingredient, there are no substitutes. And people will call us and say, well, why are you out of sweet potato chews? Or why are you out of coconut smiles? If we can't get the ingredient exactly to the specs that Dr. Harvey wants it, we will not add it to the food.
While this may be frustrating to certain consumers, ingredient verification allows the company peace of mind with ingredient quality consistency on a commercial landscape.
So this is just some fresh salmon that we got at the supermarket. It's a big piece of salmon. This would feed multiple dogs or one large dog. It's really simple. So tonight it's salmon. Tomorrow it could be beef, chicken, turkey, eggs. You have complete control. You make the choice. Keep the variety going, giving full, whole nutrition to your dog.
I think feeding good. Forget the word natural and holistic. How about feeding good is really, again, health begins in the kitchen. I didn't think it was rocket science, you know. And even though it's taken a long time for me and my family, or that one health food store that now has thousands of health food stores, yeah, I think that the public gets it. Yeah, I think the public does get it. And as time goes on, they're going to get it more and more.
Dr. Harvey's can be found in select retail stores as well as online retail.